week. All right, our first story in Cringe of the Week is a transgender inmate who's in jail for murdering a baby is now demanding sex change operations and a lot of other things. This is Rat Boy's cook section.
Yeah, and a judge already ruled in his favor. So Indiana has to pay for a sex change operation for the convicted baby killer. Here's the lovely lady right there with all the facial tattoos and stuff like that. So, big picture though, obviously this is crazy, right? This is something that should never exist. Indiana will be forced to pay for a sex change operation for a trans-identified male prisoner who is serving time for murder of a baby. Indiana Judge Richard Young ruled that Autumn Cordeleone, born Jonathan Richardson, was a victim of cruel and unusual punishment when a gender transition surgery was denied, according to the ACLU, which pressed the lawsuit.
Yeah.
So this is just a story, and I want to remind you guys, Kamala is like pro this. She bragged about fighting for federal inmates to get sex change surgery in California. She wrote on that survey before the CNN presidential primary debates that she was for illegal sex change operation, illegal inmate sex change operation. So she's even worse. But we start to look at this, and you see all the players in here, how horrible they are. There's the child murderer. There's the judge who's supposed to uphold the law in America. There's the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union or whatever, who's supposed to be like fighting for people's rights, but they're just fighting for the trans child killer, right?
And there's also doctors who are saying, yeah, this inmate needs this for their mental health, and there's lawyers that are like presenting it to the judge to get it approved.
Yeah. I'm going to read a quote here. Denying evidence-based medical care to incarcerated people simply because they are transgender is unconstitutional. We are pleased that the court agreed. Unconstitutional.
Unconstitutional.
As if this could ever be fathomed in the Founding Fathers' writing of that document, right?
And then also, these are like the same courts that give January 6ers like solitary.
Yeah.
You know?
The prisoner is in jail with a 55-year sentence for murdering an 11-year-old girl. It was his own stepdaughter.
11-month-old girl.
11-month-old. His own stepdaughter in September 2001. They confessed, stuff like that. But then, yeah, like we said, all the players in this, the medical team is another one. Young, the judge, said, while noting that the convicted killer has been assessed by a medical team, that concurs with the need for surgery. Young said it is therefore medically necessary to alleviate the serious and debilitating symptoms of her gender dysphoria. It is appropriate for the court to order at this time that surgery be provided, right?
And here's where it gets crazy. You'd think like, okay, it's just about this transgender surgery. The list of demands from the inmate, the trans face tattoo baby killer, listen to what else they want.
In addition to identifying as transgender, Cordeleone also identifies as Muslim and has taken separate legal action for being denied a hijab. An entire list of demands Cordeleone has made, called surgeries to reach my ideal self, include a vaginoplasty, breast implants, a brow lift, a brow reduction, a tummy tuck, gluteal implants, aka a BBL, a uterus transplant, hair removal, and wigs. So this is like, you want a BBL for walking around jail?
Full makeover.
Yeah, and you're also Muslim. So you're a Muslim trans BBL person. It seems like you're just making it up and you like spending time in court because it takes you out of the jail or something for the day.
And you're making the judge do stuff, and it's all going to be taxpayer funded.
And the taxpayer is one side and the ACLU is the other side. So, and then you bring in doctors to agree or disagree with you. Just a total, absolute boondoggle waste of everyone's time. And at no point is there an adult in the room going like, nah, this is a child murderer. They can wait for that.
They're lucky they don't get the death penalty.
Yeah, which is what should have happened the whole time, right, guys?
Yeah.
So, crazy story and